Good evening, good evening. Yes, Drudkh. Hope the camera angle is all good with you lads. There you go. You can see more of me posters. Actually, sun's gone down, so you probably can't see shit. But anyway, you can at least see my face because I've got a big fucking a son of a lamp up there, and a son of a lamp. That's a good insult. But no, today we are doing Drudkh. Drudkh. However you pronounce that band name. Now, let's just kick this review off with the first song. Now, how to pronounce this song? Nakret neba buryam dakom. That'll be close enough anyway. I think I tried to learn Russian at one stage. I learned like 4 words and then I was like, damn, this alphabet. I don't know, boys. I don't know. This alphabet's killing me. So, yeah, never fell through with that. But in any case, this song, the first song here, it's got a catchy treble, sort of tinged tremolo picked guitar lead, and they're just fucking awesome in this track, especially with how they are interlinked with the more rhythmic lower register sort of throbbing of the other lead. Because I've never listened to this band before, I don't know what their origins are. I don't know what their earlier albums sound like, but this to me sounds a lot like Moonsorrow and that sort of post-rock blackened sort of post-metal, I would suppose you would say, with some folk influences strewn without. Very wintry, of course. The drumming here feels like a cash register clanking and chinking against itself, with like in a very good way, not in a bad way, not like a but yeah. You get what I mean. Midway through the song, the production decidedly sort of changes into this lo-fi variant of itself with this lush, organic overload where the drums are perfectly audible with every note, with every fill. Well, it's the same guitar riff provides a layer of like hoodwinked melody that I can't not sort of, jive to, really, I suppose. It progresses very organically, very smoothly, without any semblance of abruptness between the transitions, between the chorus and the bridge and the verses. Well, I suppose, if this had a traditional song structure, but anyway, of course it doesn't. And each rendition of the groove does add another texture or a note or a fill or whatever, and it's all very engaging. I feel like it's progressing. The motifs are progressing, just like in a movement of classical music here. It's all very natural, of course, which helps to no end. And the re-emergence, I should say, of the vocals act as a sort of necessary and very welcome. I was about to say instrumental overlay, but I'll just say overlay. Which is surprisingly refreshing, given like how dense the instrumental sort of progression sort of unwound in this song. It's just very refreshing to have those vocals right at the forefront in this song. And this is a perfect way to start this album. Again, this is the first time listening to this band, so my immediate reaction was like, yes. Especially the remarkable and memorable melody of the tremolo picked guitar here. Very engaged with that, for sure. Very, 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 very much enjoyed that. The second song, am I gonna have to try to pronounce every one of these? Yudakov Yezachavim Kolossi. I'm just gonna say Kolossi. Kolossi. There you go. How you going, Kolossi? But yeah, this song has brilliant sort of furnace-y grooves to start with. The chord progression is epic and melodic, really beautiful, and just like how I like it as well. Just this is an amazing mood setter as well. It just sort of feels heroic and epic. I wish there was more adjectives for epic, but I don't think there are. But sort of larger than life almost, like you're a Viking and you're going into battle and with your mates and you just, come on, you fuckers, I'm gonna fucking kill you lads, you fuck. But yeah, the vocals are really evil. They're brilliantly woven in, riding over the groove like a fucking demon, of course. Insanely evocative. And dark and demonic. I love the drumming throughout the grooves as well. How clear the cymbals are and how well produced, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of people say that the production sucks, this album sucks, it's flat, and it's just, I disagree. But anyway, having said that, this song, to me, the second song here, I'm not going to pronounce it again. You're not going to get me there. Kolossi. There you go. Done. Bloody hell, you bloody Ukrainians. What I really loved about this track was the tremolo picked guitars, of course, again with this album. This entire album, it has these guitar leads, which I just love the melody of. I love the way they're picked. I love their tone, of course. And this particular one has a very memorable melody throughout the track. There were a lot of progressions in the song. There was it felt a little overlong to me, is what I would say, with the number of progressions and how it didn't feel like they evolved that much, especially throughout the middle of the song. Not laziness or anything like that, just didn't feel this sort of evolving sort of factor like I did with the last song. Having said that, I suppose that's part of this sort of drony black metal. But yes, the third song, Vakianie Smyk Okotoye Kimnyati. There's always something for your ears to concentrate on, especially with this track. Even the drumming alone just held my attention the entire time. There's this sort of rhythmic pulsing heartbeat almost to the groove of this track, which underbellies the tremolo pick guitar here so brilliantly. It sort of feels like this wintry mesh of a demon's heart just sort of fucking screaming out in agony. It's beautiful, boys. It's beautiful. I find the guitar leads in general just on this track to be really memorable. And very sort of inventive. The grooves made me headbang a fuck ton. I just love headbanging, especially like just without hesitation, not even thinking about it, just naturally, just on the way to work, just And there's just sheer quality in this song with the quality of the grooves and the guitar leads here. It just felt quality. He's got quality, boys. Yeah. But for sure, the transitions are so smooth, and this is another standout track to me. This is what I was wishing for from the track before as well, like another headbangy groove or two, a texture here or there, and interchanging the guitar leads motif to something catchier, something more daring, and that's what I really enjoyed on this song as well. And it almost feels like there are echoes of a Viking choir just in the backdrop of this song, just sort of pulls it into another dimension. But yes, the fourth song here, the fourth one, Zadzore you sure striver you say baby, raptor dying right there, tell you what, boys. But look, with this song, it's the fourth one, alright? It's just the fourth one. I love the change up. About, I think it's 2 minutes in, where it sort of transitions into this beautiful melodic lead that's laden in with so many effects, and my ear just can't catch up with how much it loves every note here. The drumming acts as a centerpiece the entire way along, changing tempo with the melody and having a fairly complex and really well fleshed out feels. I'm completely lost in it all, to be honest. Even with how the other guitar chugs along like a, again, not to use the fucking same analogy, but like a motorcycle engine, boys. Just, yeah. The tiny amount of vocals on this track are so convincing and meaningful, like when they are put in to the song's complexion, because they're not overbearing. God, my accent's fucking weird sometimes, isn't it? They're not overbearing. It makes me wonder why they don't use them some more sometimes. I think there's a lack of vocals on this album, if anything, to me. Now, the fifth song here. The fifth one, to keep it nice and short here. But yeah, Potom jest priatek. Anyway, this song starts. All you need to know about this song is that it starts off like a fucking hellstorm of thunder and rain and blood. Sorry, that was blood. Just blood, not blood. Whatever that was. To be fair, though, with this song, I'm not in love with most of the harmonies until the 3-minute mark, at least. Sort of where it goes into that hard chugging engine of a riff and a tempo, just chugging, boys, and that fucking slays. That slays. It's so perfect. It's like another dimension of vile and beastly and also beauty. The overall tempo of this song feels somewhat faster to me than the other tracks, but then when it goes back into that groove, that nasty groove, I'm sure you blokes know what I'm talking about. I'm just completely taken in and convinced of the quality of this band, of the quality of their instrumental aspect, of their band members, of their cohesion, the way they write their songs. Beautiful, boys. And the vocals here over the top of the groove are perhaps a highlight of the album for me. They're even catchy. They're even catchy here, boys. They're catchy. To sum it up, we got there. what I enjoy so much about this this kind of metal in particular is how the trebly sort of tremolo pick guitars, they never get old to me. Even at the end of the track, I was still very engaged with just that tone, and the fact that this constant with these sort of jagged rhythms, boys. These jagged rhythms and notes and chords keep me they just keep me in the game. They just keep me want to listen to more, personally. The vocals are so consistently evil and impactful whenever they're used, whenever they're underused, I should say. But yes, a very necessary element to this band's songwriting for me, and the atmosphere for sure. But yeah, like I was saying before, they could have been used more often, maybe, perhaps, slightly. And I don't say that often about black or death metal with the vocals at all. Usually they're overused, and you're just like, but here, personally, I think they could have done an extra vocal melody or harmony, just a couple extra things, and just really just drove in the climax with some of these songs, just a bit more power, you know, just a tiny bit more. So close, boys. But yeah, like I was saying before, it does remind me of Moon Sorrow, or there's that other Russian band, Hammer. They've got like a hammer on their fucking title, and it's like boosh, and they're like hell famous as well. Fuck me, they're so good. Hammers for no fuck whatever. But point is, there's a lot of these sort of Ukrainian Russian bands with this sort of wintry post metal with the blackened aspects, the folk aspects. It's just beautiful. I love the sort of netting of these genres, and how they sort of texturalize all these sounds and make cohesive sort of epic songs with them, and make you feel like you're on a journey with some fucking Vikings or some shit. I really, really enjoy that aspect so much. It just keeps me immersed. That's one thing I will say about this album. I just feel immersed. I feel immersed, boys. I just think there's a lot of textures. It did feel wintry. Like, even though I'm almost sweating over here, boys, because I'm in a hot room, but listening to this album, I felt way back in a frosty, dark, wintry mountain fucking covered snow-capped abyss, boys. And what I also loved is how there was a lot of attention to detail for me. There was some laziness here and there, but mostly there was a lot of attention to detail. It didn't feel skeletal at pretty much every phase. It felt very well fleshed out. There was a lot of interesting little instrumental tidbits I could focus on. I just fucking love it, boys. I just think this is a great album, to be honest. I just think it's a great album. And it's not too long either, which is good, because with the tremolo pick guitar things, and you know, there's only so many renditions you can make before it's like, okay, here's another song that's the same song. Like, if this was 13 songs long, don't get me wrong, this would be boring the fuck out of me. But thankfully, it's not too long. It's nice and short and sweet and impactful and mesmerizing and immersive, boys. Fucking look at these adjectives over here, right off the top of my head as well. Not even fucking reading from there, boys. The production, again, I've seen people talk shit, but maybe I'm getting that mixed up with the Rivers of Nihil album or some shit. I've seen so many people hate on that Rivers of Nihil album. Jesus Christ, boys. Whew! But yeah, I felt the production here was great. I could distinguish every instrument and every note very clearly. It had that sort of chilly, cold, sort of mountainy effect. Wintry bite, I would even say. Wintry bite. I like that. Thank you, Past Patrick, for writing that down. Wintry bite it is. And it is a very necessary tone to this kind of metal for me, personally, yes. And professional. This is one of the things. It's as professional as me, boys. No, it's even more professional than me. There's barely a hole in the theme of this album, in the conceptual aspect, in the holistic sort of overview of what it's trying to achieve. There's not a hole here. It's watertight. It is brilliant. It pounds through the frigid seas. Here's another sentence I've got over here. Pounds through the frigid seas with impetus, power, and purpose. That's, I'll just finish the review on that, boys. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful. Now, yes, I did love this album. What would I rate it? You know what? On the spot right now, it's been a couple of days since I listened to this album. I haven't even thought about what I'd rate it, to be honest. Like, 100% honest. I'm not even sure. I'm guessing of just a cheeky 4.3 out of 5, boys. Cheeky 4.3 out of 5. Yeah, lovely. Loved it. Thought it was great. Yeah, brilliant. Easy. I'll catch you later. Just have fun, boys. Just have fun. Just have fun. If you like this, comment, subscribe, eat pistachios. It all helps the channel grow back. Alright, cool. Just have fun.